In our earlier videos, we looked at how technology has evolved as predicted by Moore's law, with our computers, smartphones, and other devices getting smaller, faster, and cheaper. We also looked at different connectivity options available to connect various devices, gadgets, and appliances to the internet, and we discussed everything that can be connected will be connected, whether we want it or not. In the last part, we discussed how satellites are our friends and helpers in the sky. Not only do they help us with providing connectivity, they also help us map and navigate the world. They provide us with broadcast TV and radio that can be received with dish antennas, and the most important of all, they can help us observe Earth and figure out how it's changing and prepare us for any potential future disasters. We will build on the past tutorials with this one. Welcome to another tutorial from the TechKnowledge Technology Stories series, targeted at youth looking to understand how technology has been evolving and how it will evolve further. In this video, we will look at different types of devices and gadgets, so more of a focus on hardware rather than software. Let's start simply by defining devices and gadgets. A device is a piece of mechanical or electronic equipment designed or adapted for a particular purpose. Gadgets are smaller devices, mechanical or electronic, designed with a specific purpose in mind. The most popular examples of devices would be our smartphones, tablets, computers, thermostats, etc. Examples of gadgets would include wireless earbuds, smartwatches, drones, e-book readers, etc. The mobile phone, which started out as a replacement for fixed line phone, can do a lot more than just voice and messaging. That is why we refer to it as a smartphone. This picture from 30 years ago highlights many popular gadgets that the cool kids used to own. These are all replaced by apps in our smartphones. In addition, our smartphones can do so much more than these gadgets were capable of. And in many cases, back in 1994, gadgets were not even available for many of the things we do today. A simple example of that is the photo album that went from physical flipbook to an app available to share instantly to anyone without the need to print anything. The problem is that these smartphones now have a form factor that everyone has adapted to. As you will notice from the two most popular brands, the smartphones have evolved in specs, but the look and feel remains effectively the same. Smartphone manufacturers are now trying out the foldable phone concepts, which users are embracing. We have to wait and see if this sticks or people move back to using their simple slab phones. This has motivated many different device manufacturers to invent a new category of devices, generally referred to as companion devices, that are designed to work with the main or the parent device. Examples of this include smaller companion phones, smartwatches and fitness trackers, extended reality headsets, smart clothing, electronic skin patches, and hearables. Our smartphones, as we discussed in earlier videos, are powerful computers. They contain many different sensors that allow them to perform a myriad of tasks. Smartwatches contain many different sensors as well, designed to complement the sensors in smartphones. The slightly older comparison chart from Apple about their watches highlights the different sensors and why they are used. As the newer models arrive, these sensors become better while other sensors get added on. While the camera on our smartphones can do most of the things we need, sometimes an advanced version of a camera with additional capabilities are required. These 360-degree cameras can be used in industrial applications where AI-capable machines can work with people to monitor health and safety issues while they are on a patrol. In this example, a worker is not where he is supposed to be and can be crushed by a container being unloaded. The AI software was able to alert the health and safety officer of this breach, and he quickly was able to rectify the situation. All this was possible thanks to the 360 degrees camera he was wearing. When we talk about augmented reality, virtual information and objects are overlaid on the real world. This can be done using smart glasses, headsets, and even smartphones as seen in this example. With virtual reality, users are fully immersed in a simulated digital environment. This requires the users to put on a VR headset or some kind of a head-mounted display to get a 360-degree view of an artificial world. It is important to note here that some of the initial headsets only allowed 3 degrees of freedom, which we refer to as roll, yaw, and pitch. The modern headsets also allow going up and down, moving forwards and backwards, as well as moving towards left or right. This is referred to as 6 degrees of freedom. Then you have mixed reality, which is a combination of augmented and virtual reality. In this case, the digital and the real world objects coexist and can even interact with one another in real time. This is also referred to as hybrid reality. In part 1, we discussed Apple's revolutionary Vision Pro headset. As you can see, Vision Pro smoothly blends reality and the digital world, which is why we refer to it as a mixed reality headset. It turns your surroundings into an infinite canvas, which is not limited by a display and controlled by hand gestures. This has now set a benchmark in premium headsets that every other headset producer needs to meet. The generic or the umbrella term for AR, VR and MR is known as extended reality or XR. Before we finish this topic, it's worth highlighting that there are various kinds of headsets available today, mostly VR head-mounted displays, but this is not what we really want in the long run. What we really want are simple but stylish glasses that we have today, but they also have different connectivity options, cameras, microphone and speaker, all kinds of sensors and a very long battery life. We are still a long way away from getting to this point. Talking about cameras, they have been evolving consistently every year. Modern smartphones often feature multiple cameras, each optimized for specific functions, wide angle, telephoto, macro, depth sensing, and more. These setups allow users to switch between focal lengths and capture different types of images. Some high-end smartphones have telephoto or periscopic lenses to allow for more optical zoom. Electronic image stabilization (EIS) and optical image stabilization (OIS) work together to reduce shake, making handheld video smoother and more professional. Of course, we should not forget the AI-powered software advancements that make the final photo or video look so much more professional and appealing. All these camera advancements are coming to other devices and gadgets because they are now available for cheap. There are many different types of wearables, smartwatches being one such example of that. We often see futuristic videos where people can feel each other's hugs and other realistic sensations. Tesla Suit is one such state-of-art wearable technology with sensor inputs and outputs. The suit offers haptic feedback to users with realistic sensations and a sense of touch in VR AR using electromuscle simulation. It relies on Wi-Fi connectivity today, hence limited to use indoors. In future, when it can use cellular connectivity, it would be used outdoors and would allow creating a digital twin of the person wearing it. The expectation is that these kind of wearables can be used for many different applications, including industrial simulations and training, sports training, analysis and rehabilitation, medical rehabilitation, and government services like public safety drills, war drills, etc. The term hearables came as a combination of wearable headphones. It is another unexplored area with huge potential. For years, there has been speculation that the next generation of AirPods will have healthcare, but that has not materialized yet. Apple does have quite a few patents in this area, so it's just a matter of time. In brief, the ear is a great place to track steps, heart rate, falls, and even brain waves that can indicate focus. It's also a good spot to place galvanic skin response sensors that can detect stress. Robots and cobots, which is short for collaborative robots, is another interesting area of discussion. You can imagine them as devices with loads of sensors and ability to move either completely or just a part of them. You can think of drones as flying robots specialized for aerial applications rather than terrestrial or aquatic and tasked with a special purpose like surveillance, carrying of goods, or even putting fires out. We have covered this topic in detail before. Our cars are full of sensors and can be considered another device, just like our smartphones. We are far away from achieving complete autonomy, but it is starting to take shape with different types of autonomy available in the cars. There is connectivity available for various reasons, and many car manufacturers now offer connectivity as default option that is free for a certain period of time, but the user can continue subscription if they wish. The last topic we wanted to touch on in this video is near field communication or NFC. NFC is a wireless technology that enables devices to communicate with each other when they are within close proximity, usually within a few centimeters. While the most common usage example for this is for contactless payments, it is also used for other tasks like data sharing, access control, and smart interactions with objects. NFC payments are convenient because users don't need to carry physical cards and transactions are fast and secure. But on the flip side, if you lose your smartphone or if it runs out of battery, you have lost access to your wallet. As we move away from carrying cash and multiple physical cards, NFC is helping simplify lives by allowing various tickets, loyalty cards, keys to smart homes and offices, digital identity cards, and many other items to be stored in digital wallets in smartphone. NFC is rapidly expanding beyond payments to become a foundational technology for smart cities, the Internet of Things, and contactless interactions in everyday life. Here are some of the references useful for anyone wanting to study this topic further. These slides will be available on 3G 4G. Please look at the description of this video to learn more about where to access them. This is all we wanted to cover in this video. As you would have noticed, this is a huge topic with a lot of things to talk about. We have only scratched the surface, but we encourage you to study further. If you find something interesting, let us know in the comments. Hope to see you on our channels again soon. Thank you and have a good day.